Thank you. Hello. This is so exciting to talk to you. I am a huge fan of your show, of the show. I'm a huge fan of the character. There's a lot of things that has been happening with the character, and so I'm just wanting to know. We know previously that the person who claimed to be Valeria's mother was a con artist,
Mhm.
and that was found out. And then Valeria's real mother is dead, and then you got married to a
Right.
man that we really don't know. My question is, during any time in this season, will you have a chance to process Valeria's the mother's death just at the first part?
Right. I agree. I no, not this first season. Maybe season 2, but definitely we're moving really fast this season 1. I have similar, ideas that you have brought up, and I think that Valeria should process that at some point, but we're not seeing that.
We're not seeing that. Was the marriage a form of, you would say, like a PTSD, and then let me just have another distraction?
Okay. I think that was meant to be like she's perhaps heartbroken, right? And then this love comes into her life, and it is authentic. It's like this is not like Valeria, especially with relationships. And I think we really wanted just to create that there was an actual like opening for love, and that she was just like, Bree, life is short. This Bree almost died. Life has shifted so fast. I'm gonna live for today. I'm gonna just jump in and go ahead and do this.
Now, I love Thomas seems to be very genuine, but
Right.
you gave the speech kind of in the last episode about how you love crazy, kind of unreal, kind of emotional. You can't process real love, is basically what the speech was saying. Can you kind of tease what Thomas is trying to offer Valeria, and how Valeria is not going to run away? Because you're known for running away. Valeria didn't run away, and during that whole scene with Eric, you instead of saying, "See, look, I'm with someone else," he was like, "No, let me talk about this."
Mm-hmm. So the question is, let's try to be clear.
The question is, what does Thomas bring to you that you will no longer kind of fear anymore?
Well, I think we're going to keep seeing how Valeria is pushing this relationship away, right? I think that it's still going to be a source of conflict for her for the rest of season 1. And I think what he brings that we can just see is that he brings stability, and he brings consistency, and a kind of love and strength that she's just not used to. I think they definitely have a power struggle. I think, you're going to see that. And then ultimately, I think she's just going to have to make a choice for herself that, I think she still has so much more to grow. And when if we get a season 2, that would be really great to explore, because I think part of what I loved about the audience response to Valeria is I've gotten so many women saying, I'm just like that. And so part of my intuition with this character has been to represent the women who are that way. And, just drawing from my own experiences of doing that, knowing that it's universal, right? If I'm doing it, millions of other women are doing it. So I love that we've set up Valeria to just have like this inner conflict that she's kind of aware of, but doesn't really know how to just be consistent with it. She knows how to talk about it, but when it comes down to it, she doesn't really know how to live it.
Now, one of the things that Valeria can't say is "I love you." She can't say "I love you" back to Thomas. I was wondering, what was the importance of not saying "I love you" as opposed to a throwaway "I love you"?
The importance of the "I love you," because she's only said it to 2 people in her whole life. It was like supposed to be so meaningful and special. And it's like, you don't just say it because I'm saying it. Like, say it because it's in your heart to say it. Say it because you can't help but say it. Like, and not because I'm asking for it. I think that's where it came from.
Can you not Butter Pecan will make an appearance again. We're getting to know Valeria,
Right.
but I know that Butter Pecan, you're in the booth, but you're not in the booth as Butter Pecan.
Exactly.
Is that dead and gone?
No, it's not dead and gone. Is that what you said, dead and gone?
Yes.
It's not dead and gone. Butter Pecan will come back at 113 at last episode. So for the finale.
Okay. So who is Valeria now in the booth instead of the Butter Pecan?
Valeria on Tuesday's episode is a solo artist exploring Spanish music.
Now, what was that like for you to get into the booth, to learn the music? Was there anyone you worked with particular that really stood out?
I worked with my best friend who's Mexican and her Spanish is impeccable. So when I got the song, I was so terrified because I speak Spanglish. I don't just speak Spanish, but my first language was Spanish. So it's in there, it's just unused. And so when I got it, I had 2 songs, and Queens, and I'm gonna do dirty dishes on Queens, is they give us the songs 2 days before we record it, which is very difficult for us to embody and take in. So I was having one of these panic attacks with Queens. I'm like, why did I get it 2 days before? Why couldn't I have this longer? But all of that is not real, because when you really tap in musically, you can have it the same day, and basically, you know what I mean? Your heart can tap in. And that's basically what I had to rely on. I was just like, there's no way on earth I am not gonna make my people happy and proud with this song. So I'm going to have to figure it out between today and 2 days when I record this. And so my best friend helped me with all of the dialogue. I ran it so many times until it was such a scientific experiment. And I had a full meltdown when I was inside the studio. Like, I heard myself back, I cried, I didn't like it. It was a lot. I had to work through a lot to get to the moment where I was just like, wow, and I did, I recorded it. I recorded the experience. I recorded the breakdown. I recorded the triumph in case I ever want to show it, because it was not having a musical background and never really showing my voice ever publicly to anyone. It's very terrifying. Very terrifying.
Yes, please show it, because we love behind the scene content. And also, just as an actress, it's great to see the process and that it's not all glitz and glamour and I'm getting in the booth and I'm rapping and cut. It's really great to see that. So one of the things I was wondering, Valeria from episode 1 to now is vastly different, but what do you, as playing her, love that remained consistent about her?
What have I remained that's consistent about her?
That you loved, yeah.
I think that, just how she just kind of shifts into things being superficial, or just like, whatever, like she's above it, or that's trash, or, you know what I mean? I like that part of her. I like that she's materialistic still. So I don't think that, I love playing that little piece of her. And I've played around with different choices in terms of, like, there's many choices I can take with Valeria in any scene. But to me, what I really liked leaning into was just more of her heart and her appreciation for the group, because I felt like she needed to evolve. Like, we've seen this character so many times, right? The one that's kind of like removed and superficial and all of that, which is a real person too, you know what I mean? There's many women that are like that, but I believe that those women are hiding something. And so for me, I just felt like, well, I'd like to just play around with what's underneath that.
Right. Now, with everything going on in Valeria's life, has she had a chance to breathe and truly love herself?
I think she's learning to, because she's the one, I think out of all of them, she's the one I just had a line the other day that I don't believe in God. And I was so mad about that. I was like, I want her to believe in God because I believe in God. But it's like, I am okay with her not believing in God because she's still finding what connection really is and where it comes from. And so this character, while the other women pray and know how to do that and know how to connect, like Naturia's character, Jill, they just have a very strong, you can see that they have a strong foundation of some sort of like connection, where Valeria just thinks that it's still in the world, and not necessarily sourced from spirit or God or something like that. And so she's still finding it. Like she's still exploring, and she's about to go on her solo tour, and she's really scared, you know. You wouldn't think Valeria would be scared of that, but she is, because she's been hiding behind a lot of things, and she's finally taking it off.
Well, thank you so much for speaking to me. I look forward to more episodes and you as well.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks. It was good to talk to you.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.